Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yeah, good morning to you and everyone out there listening to Join Up Dots. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really mean that, because there's 7 podcasts you can listen to nowadays, and a lot of them have got celebrities and names attached. And I have a lot of people say to me, you know, don't you want to go the celebrity route? Doesn't really interest me, to be honest. I'm more interested in the normal guy out there that is 2 or 3 steps ahead of you guys. So you can listen to them and think, okay, yeah, I can do that. You know, it's lovely to have Paul McCartney and stuff on the show, but how many of us are going to be Paul McCartneys? And it's not going to happen, is it really? But the man on the street, the lady on the street that's just a couple of steps ahead, I think that is more inspiring. So how are we in the world of daring and fun and wild abandonment and business building? Well, I'm having a funny week this week because I am kind of got a foot in many different camps. As you know, I run 2 or 3 businesses all the time, and generally what I do, I come up and I work on those, and then I go home to my house where I live, and I become the normal person. Yes, the person that's walking around, picking things up and saying to people, look, why don't you put your clothes away? It's just, and the kind of dad mode. I slip into dad mode. And then this week, my daughters have gone off on holiday together, my 2 eldest daughters. And they said, oh, could you look after the kids for the week? And we said, yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, bring them down. Yeah, we'll look after them, you know. And we've got a couple of 2-year-olds and we've got a 5-year-old. And everything was good. Everything was fine, because I'll be honest, I kind of thought to myself, okay, I'll do what I need to do, and then I'll go back and I'll support the wife. She was the one that said yes, so it's down to her. And then my wife has had an appendicitis and she's in hospital at the moment. So I am like daddy daycare. I'm whizzing around and doing things, and the kids are having a little afternoon nap at the moment. So I've whizzed up to do this podcast episode. So it's going to be a short one. But you can cut me some slack on this one, because I'm suddenly going to have crying and nappies and diapers and God knows what, and making dinners, which you know they're not going to eat anyway, but you got to do it, don't you? You got to make them think that you actually want to look after them. So anyhow, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, I've got an email from a guy, and I assume it's a guy, Jay North from Kenya, and it's really, really positive and really sort of enthusiastic, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to share that with you. And then I just thought I was going to, you know, give you a little bit of advice. You don't ask for it. I know you don't ask for it, but I think it's worthwhile, especially with the situation that I'm going through at the moment. So let's start off with the email, and this is from Jay North. Yes, okay, so this is, it's lovely, this is. It says, Mr. Ralph, that's me. It's time for me to step from the shadows and send my thanks to you. I've been listening to JUDs, he says, for around 6 years or so, and have so wanted to leave my current job and start my own business. However, I knew that there was so much to it and could never push myself to take the risk and go for it. I then listened to one of your previous shows when going back over the episodes, and I heard you say if you aren't ready to own your own business, then why don't you freelance on Upwork or the other freelancer sites? So I started a design side hustle, listed it on Upwork, and now have tipped the scales on income away from my full-time job. So he's earning more on the side hustle than the full-time job, but he's still earning on the full-time job. So he's getting double money. He's the most attractive person in Kenya. The ladies are going to flock to you. Or men, I'm not fussy. This has given me so much confidence to think I can make things happen. Thank you. Well done to you. And I do think that is really inspiring because, yeah, it's not easy running businesses because there are a lot of things behind the scenes. But one of the things that I think is really not easy, because you still need the thing you want to do, is by moving into the Upwork or the freelancer sites and start working on building your reviews, because then little by little clients will come to you more easily. I use Upwork a lot, and I'm working with a guy now in Serbia on Google Ads and promotion for different things, and I would never have found him otherwise. I just went on there and I did a search. I found him, I spoke to him, I liked him, and so we're working together now. So I think that's a really good way of doing things. And I do like the thought of keeping your job going and then earning double bubble. Yeah, so you're earning money and then you've got that as well, and it just makes life easier for you. And the great thing about side hustles is more often than not you can shift them around. They're not fixed. You don't have to be there at a certain time. And so if you are sort of thinking about, I'd like to earn some more money and stuff, that's a good place to go. Go over to Upwork and look around and see what other people are doing and see how your skills can be translated from what you do already over to where somebody else will pay for it. And it could be website design, it could be copywriting, it could be design on Canva. It's limitless really what you can do, and little by little you build up a nice portfolio, you get good rankings, and you can make a very nice living without having to do all the other sort of less than pleasant things, shall we say, the crappy things on the other side. So I think that's really brilliant. So well done to you, and you've now tipped your income from full-time job to controlling your own future. And it makes me think that is the key thing, isn't it? By being entrepreneurial and thinking about how you can make things happen, you then make your own decisions. And through those decisions, you can choose how you spend your time. You can choose what the focal point for your passion is. You've got endless opportunities, and it makes life easier and easier. And I often wonder why more people don't just take control, because it's there for you. If other people are doing it, you can do the same. It doesn't make any difference that somebody else is doing it. You can jump on board and do that. So well done to you, and well done to everybody else out there. And I think that the lesson that I've learned this week is, if you allow your businesses to be flexible, then when something untoward comes your way, you can move things around. And I think it's a big learning for people. They kind of think they've got to do everything, and they believe they've got to fit round their clients, but a lot of the time the clients will fit round you. Now you might say to me, oh no, that's not possible in my job. Now most people would have said that before the pandemic, and they found different ways of operating. Most people would have said, I've got to go to my office, but then they ended up working from home. And most people, so there's ways around it, and it just means that you have that ability to deal with the stuff that you weren't expecting, that you've suddenly got to deal with. And I think most people out there running their own businesses should look at it and think to themselves, okay, do I have to do it at that time? Do I have to do it? If I can't do it, then how can I do it? How can I do it if I can't actually be there? Can I record what I want to do? Can I get somebody else to do it? There's many, many different ways of bringing flexibility into your business and your life, but it does mean that the curveballs that come our way really aren't that difficult. I've had a few people say to me, oh David, if you need any help, and I go, well, it's all right, isn't it? And it is. You just do what you need to do and then sort of move through. But I tell you what, when the wife gets back, there's hell to pay. There's hell to pay. I can't watch this amount of Paws Patrol and Spider Babies or something. It's like Spider-Man, but a baby version of it, which is on Disney or something. Hours and hours and hours of that at the moment. And the parents will come back and go, I hope you didn't just put the kids in front of the TV. I go, no, I was doing homeschooling and nature lessons with them. They never know. Unless they listen to this, but they don't. They don't listen to this rubbish. Okay, so very short episode. I will be back with an interview show very, very shortly. And until next time, you look after yourselves, and I'll see you again. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
That's the end of Join Up Dots. You've heard the conversation. Now it's time for you to start taking massive action. Create your future, create your life. It's the only life you've got. We'll be back again real soon. Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots, Join Up Dots. Join up Dots.